Hey, it's Editing Danae here to tell you, guess what? I did not have my microphone plugged in. So the sound I am doing the best that Premiere Pro is able to do, and the sound and audio that you are going to hear in this video is from the onboard microphone on my Canon DSLR. So, yeah. Hi, welcome back. Today's video is involved, and I have spent the last about an hour or close to an hour off camera, not recording, getting at least some of the items that I need for the recipe somewhat prepared, so this is not an hours long ordeal. We are in a treasury of great recipes. I'm Danae, this is Cooking with Vincent Price, and I am making Cannelloni Alla Passetto, which is chicken cannelloni in a cream sauce. I am going to get that going. I, at the grocery store, could not find cannelloni pasta, which is kind of like a manicotti pasta. They're long, large tubes of pasta, but I don't think that's actually going to matter because the recipe actually says cook 8 cannelloni in boiling salted water, blah, 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 blah. On each cannelloni, put 2 tablespoons of the filling that's involved and then roll it up. So you're making your own basic roll up pasta. So I just got plain flat lasagna sheets, and I'm gonna put the filling in those and I will roll them up. I looked at a couple of things online and they actually said if you can't find a cannelloni pasta, you can use a lasagna noodle sheet. So that's what we're gonna do. This is a big involved recipe, at least it is to me. I ripped apart a rotisserie chicken with my bare hands. That's a pretty big deal. I'm a person that doesn't like to eat meat. I went to town on that thing. So here is the friendly reminder. I am not a chef, I am not a cook. I am a Vincent Price fan who is cooking her way through his 3 mid-century cookbooks to see how they taste to a modern palate and in the modern time. Let's get started. So what Vincent says about this recipe is, if you have 2 cups of leftover chicken, turkey or veal, we are using chicken, invite 2 friends over for dinner and give them this elegant specialty of passetto. Yeah, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make a bechamel sauce, and we are gonna make a bechamel sauce in my brand new induction burner. So not only is this recipe super involved, I'm also going to try to learn to use a new piece of cooking equipment. What can go wrong? Okay, bechamel. A bechamel is equal parts of your flour and your fat. And what I am doing though, because it is going to be gluten-free, is that everything that I looked up said it needs to have a little more fat than it does being a 1-to-1 ratio. So, modifying the recipe just a little bit. I'm only modifying it as it pertains to the fat content in the butter. And by that, I am adding 1 additional tablespoon to what the recipe calls for. Three tablespoons minced onion. I'm using a shallot because I like the way shallots taste. 3 tablespoons finely chopped celery, 3 tablespoons finely chopped carrot. Don't come at me, I'm using baby carrots to chop it up. Okay, so this is where we're at. I have the induction stovetop back out. Now I've got to figure out how to saute with it, so that should be a lot of fun. So carrot, onion, and celery, as finely diced as I can get it. I don't have exactly the best knife skills, but it is what it is. So that is gonna go into the skillet. It's gonna go into that. And it's gonna go until they get soft. Then I'm gonna add in the rotisserie pre-cooked chicken, some seasonings, which is salt, white pepper, basil, oregano, and then 3/4 of a cup of a dry white wine. I have a Pinot Grigio. If you're looking for a dry white wine, you're going to want a Pinot Grigio, a Sauvignon Blanc, or if you can find it, an unoaked Chardonnay. I'm also gonna drink some of the bottle too, so you know, that's gonna happen. Okay, it says cook 8 cannelloni in water, blah, blah, blah. Make pasta. We need to make, okay, a buttered dish. There's so much butter in all of these. I'm starting to worry about my heart health. This says now to the remaining sauce, add 4 tablespoons of tomato sauce. Okay. Bake in the very hot oven, which is 450, for 10 minutes or until the top browns. So that is what we're going to do. I bet that's going to be more than 10 minutes though. So what are we looking at taste-wise? This is really good. I think I'm really thinking our food right now is so overly seasoned and so overly flavored that tasting something that is in its basic parts very simple. It is a bechamel sauce, a white cream sauce. It's traditional vegetables are going in it. A mirepoix is going in it. That's it. It's chicken, pasta. And I keep wondering to myself, what am I missing from it? Nothing is missing from this. It's lovely. But I think it's one of those things where the more and more I cook in the cookbooks, the more I see that our food is just so drastically different today. I think I would have liked some additional cheese to it. The only cheese that it has, I mean, I realize that it is also full of butter and cream and milk, is the Parmesan cheese that goes on top. And I almost feel like maybe because I'm thinking that I'm eating a lasagna, I feel like a ricotta would be good. This is really tasty. This is a winner. This is exceptionally good. And I think it's going to be better the next day. You know how pasta sauce like lasagna and stuff is better the next day after it's had the chance to like sit there and have the flavors come together and meld. But this is super good. And I will see you next week. Bye.